What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making meatballs and spaghetti, and of course I'm not an Italian, so this is going to be my take on a big classic. Before we go any further, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and become a part of the Greedy Gang. Also click the bell so you're notified every time I post. With that being said, let's get into the video. I'm going to start on a tomato sauce, and I've gone ahead and removed the skin from the tomatoes, and now I'm going to puree them. So you can definitely puree your tomatoes longer than I did, so it comes out really smooth. I know that during the cooking process the tomatoes will break down even further, so I wasn't worried about the chunkiness of my tomato sauce. So now I'm gonna saute some onions, and I'm just gonna stir that a little bit just to get it going, and then I'm going to add some garlic, some red pepper flakes, and then I'm gonna add my tomatoes that I blended and just give it a good stir. And now I'm going to add a can of whole tomatoes, and I'm just going to use a potato masher to mash them into the sauce. And of course you could puree the canned tomatoes from the beginning with the fresh ones, and if you prefer you could purchase a bottled sauce and skip most of the sauce making steps. So now let us add some seasoning to our sauce, and I'm going to add some dried basil, some oregano, and some parsley, and then I'm going to stir the sauce a little. I'm going to go ahead and add some black pepper, salt, and a little bit of sugar to cut into the acidity a little of the sauce and create a balance in flavor. From here I'm just going to cover the sauce and allow it to simmer for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, just to let everything that I've added so far, kind of infuse into the sauce. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some tomato puree, just to fortify the flavors, the tomato flavor in the sauce. Add a bay leaf, and I'm going to leave it to simmer for 30 minutes until the meatballs are ready. So now I'm going to be making my meatballs, and I want them to be soft and flavorful. So the first thing I'm going to add here is some basil, oregano, and some thyme. And then I'm going to add some salt, all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, and some fennel seeds. Also, I'm going to add some onions and lots of garlic. Prior to the video, I soaked some bread in 2/3 cups of milk, and the bread is definitely going to hold the meatballs together, and the milk and eggs will definitely add moisture to the meatball. So now I'm going to add some fresh chopped parsley, and then I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add the bread mixture that I made earlier, as well as a cup of Parmesan cheese, and then mix it all together. So guys, if you're interested in making this recipe, I'll provide the recipe in the description box below. So now that you're mixing up your meatball mixture, you don't want to over mix it because the meatballs will be tough in the end. And if it's too soft, also you can add some breadcrumbs or bread just to help the meatball to hold together. Okay, so it's meatball making time, and I'm rolling out my meatballs, just probably double the size of a golf ball. There's no rule about how big or how small you can make them, so do you, or you can just follow and make yours the same size as mine. So now that I'm done making my meatballs, I'm going to put them in the oven for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and then I'm going to go work on my pasta and then just bring the dish together. So now I'm going to add my pasta to the boiling water, and I'm going to allow that to cook for 10 to 12 minutes or according to the package instruction. So now my pasta is ready, and I'm just going to add some pasta sauce and a little bit of pasta water. Please remember to save some pasta water because it definitely helps to loosen up the pasta and just, you know, help with the smoothness of the sauce.
Waking up anew, wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you texts now. You said you want me when it's.
So now I'm just plating it nicely, and I'm going to, you know, add some pasta, then add some meatballs on top of it, and then, you know, just garnish with a sprig of basil. I'm all for plating your food nicely. The nicer your food looks, the more you want to eat it. And plus it's quarantine time, so nothing is wrong with having a little bit of gourmet inside. Anyways guys, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you really enjoyed this one. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share my videos with your friends and family so they too can see what Greedy Girl Ann is cooking up over here. Bye!
Sun is about to go down. So what you